Thinking that you can't make it, but you can. Thinking that you're in danger, but you're safe. I'm talking about exhausted emotions. Number 3, don't be moved by exhausted emotions. See, I learned that when you get tired, you can't trust how you feel.
Oh, yeah. Man.
I'm preaching right to somebody. I don't know who it is.
Bishop!
When your emotions are exhausted, they will send you false signals. They'll make you think you're in danger when you're not. They'll make you think you can't trust who you can. They'll make you think people hate you who love you. They'll make you lash out at people who are really trying to help you because you have exhausted emotions. When you get tired, your perception of the situation is altered. When you get tired, you'll be scared when you're safe. When you get tired, you'll be holding on to what's familiar and missing the fact that you can hold on to the promise before you. When you get tired, you make dumb decisions because you have exhausted emotions. A psychiatrist friend of mine described it this way. He said, when you are anxious or exhausted, it's like flying a plane, but you can't trust the dials. In other words, you'll feel like you're going to crash even when you're safe. Don't be moved by exhausted emotions. Exhausted emotions make you paranoid. Exhausted emotions make you fearful. Exhausted emotions take the pleasure out of surviving away. You know, I imagine when Paul was on the ship and the ship started coming apart and they were out there in the water, he would have thought, oh, if I can get to the shore, I'm going to dance. When I get to the shore, I'm going to shout the victory. If I make it out of this, I'm going to give God the praise. If I finally finish this, I'm going to dance all over this place. If we ever get this house paid for, we're going to shout the victory. If we ever get these kids raised, we're just going to dance and shout. If I ever get this bill paid off, I'm going to shout the victory. If you ever get over this cancer, we're going to go out and celebrate. If we survive this leukemia, we're going to run up and down the aisle. But do you not know that statistics say that most marriages who have gone through catastrophic incidents fall apart after they survived it? Because they're tired. It's called compassion fatigue. Compassion fatigue. I gave out. I wore out. We made it, but I was exhausted. Wore my party out of me. Wore the smile off my face. Wore the step out of my walk. What does that mean? I could succeed. I could survive and not feel successful. What happens when you get there and it doesn't feel like what you thought there would feel like? If you'd have told the little girl in you that you would end up at the place in life that you'd ended up now, living in the house you're living in, accomplish as much as you've accomplished, she'd have thought, oh, if I get that far, oh, that's going to be wonderful. So why aren't you happy? Couldn't imagine owning your own car and you got one. Why aren't you happy? Couldn't imagine getting your own house. Can't imagine it. You got one. Why aren't you happy? You couldn't imagine having a husband or a wife. You got